The carbon may also exhibit sp hybridization in some of the molecules. So you know very well what do you mean by sp hybridization. One s orbital and one p orbital which are equivalent or similar or comparable in energy are hybridized together to form sp hybridized orbital. So that hybridization is called sp hybridization. So for example, acetylene molecule. This is also called as ethyne molecule. In ethyne molecule, the two carbon atoms are exhibit the sp hybridization. You know very well, carbon Z is equal to 6. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. This is ground state electronic configuration. This ground state electronic configuration does not account for the tetravalency of carbon, because in the valency shell orbitals only two unpaired electrons present in p subshell. So to account for tetravalency of carbon, we need to promote an electron from 2s orbital to 2p orbital, so that we get first excited state electronic configuration. In the first excited state electronic configuration, the 2s orbital is consist of only one electron, and in the 2p subshell, each p orbital is consist of one electron. Now, this first excited state electronic configuration account for the tetravalency of carbon. Now here, around the carbon atom, so two pi bonds are present, one sigma bond and one sigma bond. Totally, out of the 4 bonds, the carbon here form the 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. The 2 sigma bonds are formed by the overlapping of 2 hybrid orbitals. That means we need the 2 hybrid orbitals to explain the formation of 2 sigma bonds around each carbon atom. So that for the formation of 2 hybrid orbital, the 2 atomic orbitals which are comparable in energy are involved in the hybridization. But here in the valency shell, the 4 orbitals are available. Out of the 4 atomic orbitals, only the 2 atomic orbitals, these 2 atomic orbitals are involved in the hybridization. So whenever the 2 atomic orbitals are involved in the hybridization, that is one 2s orbital and one 2p orbital is involved in the hybridization to form 1 plus 1 2 sp hybrid orbitals. 2 sp hybrid orbitals are formed. So now the remaining 2p orbitals, these two are not involved in the hybridization. That's why these are called unhybridized orbitals. These unhybridized orbitals are generally involved in the formation of pi bond. So now, around each carbon atom in acetylene molecule, 2 sp hybrid orbitals are present, 2 unhybridized orbitals are present. sp hybrid orbitals are involved in the formation of sigma bond. Unhybridized orbitals are involved in the formation of pi bond. Okay. After the formation of the 2 sp hybrid orbitals, So these containing the electron clouds. These electron clouds are always repel with each other. When they are repel with each other, generally they are maximum maintained away from each other. So, due to the presence of the mutual repulsions between the electron clouds, the two sp hybrid orbitals are inclined to each other with an angle 180 degrees. That is also we have discussed already in the sp hybridization. In the sp hybridization, whenever the two sp hybrid orbitals are formed, they are oriented in linear arrangement. Why they are oriented in linear arrangement? Because of the mutual repulsions between the electron clouds of the sp hybrid orbitals, they maintain the maximum distance from each other, okay, with an angle of 180 degrees. That means here the two sp hybrid orbitals, just write down, the two sp hybrid orbitals are oriented with an angle of 180 degrees. This is the one sp hybrid orbital. This is the another sp hybrid orbital. So these are with an angle of 180 degrees away from each other. So now at each carbon atom, the two sp hybrid orbitals, two unhybridized orbitals, that is I will draw here. So these are the, at two each carbon atoms, two sp hybrid orbitals are present. And not only the sp hybrid orbitals at each carbon atom, the unhybridized orbitals are present. For example, if it is a 2px, it is 2py and 2pz. These two are perpendicular to each other. Suppose if I draw one, say for example this is 2px, this is another 2px, and the 2py also there at each, so 2pz, this is 2px, 2py, 2pz, 2pz is there, this is mutually perpendicular to each other. 2pz like it is perpendicular to each other. So that means this is an sp hybrid orbital, it is sp hybrid orbital, sp hybrid orbital, and sp hybrid orbital. At each carbon atom, two sp hybrid orbitals are present. At each carbon atom, two unhybridized orbitals. Say this is 2pz and it is also 2pz. This is, for example, 2py and it is also 2py. So like that, at each carbon these are present. Now the first one, each carbon is attached to one hydrogen. So that you know very well what is hydrogen. So hydrogen is atomic number Z is equal to 1s1. So now 1s orbital of hydrogen atom is overlapped with sp hybrid orbital of each carbon atom overlapping the formation of sigma bond. Here sigma bond is resulted between carbon and hydrogen. Here also the sigma bond is resulted by overlapping of sp hybrid orbital and 1s orbital of hydrogen atom. That means at each carbon atom the two sp hybrid orbitals are present. Out of the two sp hybrid orbital, one of the sp hybrid orbital at each carbon atom overlapped with 1s orbital of hydrogen atom to form sigma bond. Okay, fine. Then comes to the another sigma bond is there between carbon and carbon. So now at each carbon atom, the two sp hybrid orbitals are left. These two sp hybrid orbitals are overlapped axially. So that results into the formation of sigma bond. Now here this sp hybrid orbital and sp hybrid orbital of both the carbon atoms are overlapped axially, which is resulted into the formation of the sigma bond. Totally, so 1, 2, 3, 3 sigma bonds are completed. Then what is left? The two sp hybrid orbitals are involved in the hybridization, the formation of sigma bonds at each carbon atom. Now two unhybridized orbitals are present at each carbon atom. So these unhybridized orbitals are overlapped sidewise, so which will be resulted into the formation of pi bond. For example, here the 2py and 2p y orbitals are overlapped. Py orbital and 2py orbital overlap sidewise, that will be resulted into the formation of pi bond. Here the electron cloud is present above the plane and below the plane of the carbon-carbon sigma bond. That is the one. So the another 2pz and 2pz orbital is there. This 2pz orbital is also will be overlapped sidewise. That is also will be resulted into the formation of pi bond. Just I'll draw this down. Two P Z and 2pz. These two are overlapped sidewise. That is also resulted into the one more pi electron cloud between the carbon-carbon. Like that, 3 sigma bonds, 2 pi bonds are formed. So now simply this is written. So these two are the carbon atoms. These two carbon atoms are linking together through sigma bond and 2 pi bonds, and each carbon atom is attached with one hydrogen. Here one hydrogen. So now the bond angle is, you know very well, in a linear geometry the bond angle is 180 degrees and the bond length between a carbon and a carbon 120 picometers. Here this is sigma bond between carbon and hydrogen. Here it is sigma bond, it is sigma bond, and these two are the pi bonds. So this is about the acetylene molecule. In that carbon is undergo sp hybridization. So once again, so the carbon in certain molecules may also undergo sp hybridization. The best example is acetylene molecule. Acetylene molecule is CH triple bond CH or C2H2. It is also called as ethine. So now in this case, in both the centers, the carbon is the central atom. Carbon Z is equal to 6. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. The ground state electronic configuration of carbon does not account for the tetravalency of carbon, so that your promotion concept is needed. We are promoting an electron from the 2s orbital to 2p orbital. It results into first excited state electronic configuration, that is 2s1 2p3. So now this first excited state electronic configuration account for tetravalency of carbon. Now when we observed in the acetylene molecule, around each carbon atom the 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds are present. For the formation of the 2 sigma covalent bonds, we need 2 hybridized orbitals. In order to form the 2 hybridized orbitals, 2 atomic orbital is to involved in the hybridization. So now in the first excited state electronic configuration of carbon, the 4 atomic orbitals are present in the valency shell. But we need only 2 atomic orbitals to participate in the hybridization. So that out of the 4 atomic orbital, one 2s orbital, one 2p orbital are hybridized together to form 2 sp hybridized orbital. The remaining 2 are not involved in the hybridization. They are called unhybridized orbitals. That means around each carbon atom in the acetylene molecule, 2 sp hybrid orbitals are present, 2 unhybridized orbitals are present. Due to the mutual repulsions between the hybrid orbitals, these sp hybrid orbitals are inclined to each other with an angle of 180 degrees. That means the 2 sp hybrid orbitals are oriented or adopted which geometry, that is linear geometry. So they are linearly present. So the remaining, the 2 unhybridized orbitals, they are perpendicular to this hybrid orbitals. One is along the y direction and another one is along the z direction. Okay, like this at each carbon atom 2 sp hybrid orbitals, 2 unhybridized orbitals are present. So now here first, out of the 2 sp hybrid orbitals at each carbon atom, so one sp hybrid orbital of each carbon atom is overlapped with 1s orbital of hydrogen atom to form 2 sigma bonds between carbon and hydrogen, carbon and hydrogen. Okay. Now out of the 2, one is involved in the overlapping. One more is left at each carbon atom. So those sp hybrid orbitals which are left at each carbon atom axially overlap, results into the formation of sigma bond between the 2 carbon atoms. Totally, the 2 sigma bonds are formed around each carbon atom in acetylene molecule. In addition to the sigma bonds, the pi bonds are also present between the 2 carbon atom. We know very well the pi bond is formed by the sidewise overlapping of atomic orbitals. Now, the 2py and 2py atomic orbitals at each carbon atom, okay, they are undergo sidewise overlapping, which will be resulted into the pi electron cloud above and below the plane. In the same way, the 2pz orbitals are at each carbon atom are also will be undergo sidewise overlapping to form one more pi bond. So that means between the carbon, one sigma bond and 2 pi bonds are present in acetylene molecule. So I just now said the 2 hybrid orbitals are inclined to each other with an angle of 180 degrees, so that the bond angle HCC bond angle is 180 degrees and bond length between the carbon is 120 picometers. So this is the one important point we need to be remember. So while we discussing this unique property of carbon, first in the first case while explaining sp3 hybridization, the carbon bond length is found to be 154 picometer. Carbon double bond length is found to be 134 picometer. Carbon triple bond is found to be 120 picometers. So as we move from sp3 to sp2, sp2 to sp, the bond length between the carbon atoms is decreases. The reason I said just like in the sp2, as we move from sp3 to sp2, so in sp3 no sidewise overlapping. That's why the atoms try to away from each other. But when it comes to the sp2, because of that sidewise overlapping, there should be some attraction is developed between the 2 carbon atoms. That sidewise overlapping is resulted into the decreasing the distance between the 2 carbon atoms. But as we move from sp2 to sp hybridization in ethane molecule, the greater extent of sidewise overlapping because of the two pi bonds. Here only one pi bond, here two pi bonds, here zero pi bond. So as the number of pi bonds are increases between the two carbon atoms, that is indicates the sidewise overlapping takes place to a greater extent. So that will be resulted into further decreasing the distance between the two carbon atoms. That's why here in carbon triple bond carbon, the bond length is found to be least as compared to carbon carbon double bond and carbon carbon single bond. Here greater extent of the sidewise overlapping, here lesser extent of sidewise overlapping, here no sidewise overlapping. So wherever the no sidewise overlapping is there, that never come very close to each other. So whenever the sidewise overlapping is started, that is formation of the pi bond is started, so that is attraction. So that will be decreasing the distance between the two atoms. So when as we move from double bond to triple bond, the two anhybridized orbitals at each carbon atom are involved in the overlapping, sidewise overlapping. That is, I said here, greater extent of sidewise overlapping, that will be further decreasing the bond length, that is from 134 picometers to 120 picometers. So this is about the unique property of carbon. So the carbon may exhibit sp3 or sp2 or sp hybridization, so under different conditions. So from the above three examples, I would like to conclude one statement. That conclusion statement is, around the carbon atom, if all the four are sigma bonds, so that carbon hybridization is sp3 hybridization. Suppose around the carbon atom, two single bonds, one double bond, then so that carbon is undergo sp2 hybridization. So around the carbon atom, one single bond and one triple bond is there. So then that carbon is undergo sp hybridization. This is very help us to understand the organic chemistry. So in the coming semesters, so around the carbon atom, all the four are single bonds, sp3 hybridization. Around the carbon atom, two are single bonds, one is a double bond is present, that is sp2 hybridization. Around the carbon atom, one single bond, one triple bond is present, that carbon is undergo sp hybridization. For example, suppose they might be asked the question, CH3, CH2, CH3. So in that one, you may ask the question like that: how many sigma bonds are present and how many pi bonds are present? So what are the hybridizations of first carbon, second carbon and third carbon? You may ask the question like that. Now simply, first you write elaborately the structure of given molecule. This carbon is attached to the, first you write the three carbon atoms. The three carbon atoms are connected to each other by which one? Single bond. This carbon is connected to the how many hydrogens? 3 hydrogens. You write like this. Then this carbon is connected to the 2 hydrogen atoms. So you write H, H and H. Your carbon is connected to the 3 hydrogen atoms. So 3 hydrogen atoms, your 2 hydrogen atoms. That is, you can write first. So now, whenever the hydrogen is present, obviously, your single bond is there. The single bond is always forming the which bond? Sigma bond. Here sigma, it is also sigma bond. All are sigma bonds are present. Right. Is there any pi bond? No. How many sigma bonds are present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The total sigma bonds are 10. How many pi bonds are present? No pi bond is present. 0 pi bonds are present. What is the next question? What is the hybridization of each carbon atom? 1, 2, 3, which are labeled as 1, 2, 3. Now, around the carbon atom, all 4 are single bonds or double bonds? Single bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. If 4 single bonds are present, what is the hybridization? sp3. This carbon is undergo sp3 hybridization. Now this carbon is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 are single bonds. What is the hybridization? So if surrounded by 4 carbon atoms, the hybridization is sp3 hybridization. Here also this carbon is surrounded by the 4 single bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that the hybridization is sp3 hybridization. So like that we can predict number of sigma bonds, pi bonds and hybridization. I will give one more example. So let us take CH3, C, triple bond C, CH, double bond CH2. This is the molecule is given to you. How many sigma bonds, how many pi bonds, and what are the hybridizations of each carbon atom? So then first you can write elaborately the structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can labelize. This is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon. First let you write all the 5 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Between first and second carbon atom, which bond is there? Single bond. Between second and third, triple bond. So between third and fourth, the single bond is present. So now between fourth and fifth, double bond is present. Okay, fine. Then this carbon is attached to how many hydrogens? 3 hydrogen atoms. You write 3 hydrogen atoms. This carbon does not attach to any hydrogen. This also does not attach to any hydrogen. This is attached to the how many hydrogens? 1 hydrogen. Fifth carbon is attached to the how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogen atoms. Okay, fine. Then, now, so here, this is the only single bond is there. Sigma, sigma bond, and sigma bond. So between the here carbon it is attached to the triple bond. When triple bond is formed, definitely one is sigma and another one is pi, and it is also pi. Because when triple bond is present, one is sigma bond, the remaining 2 are pi bonds. Okay, nice. So here between carbon and carbon single bond is present, that is sigma bond. Carbon is attached to the hydrogen, single bond is present, that is sigma bond. Here carbon double bond is there. When double bond is present, one is sigma bond, one is pi bond. So now this carbon is attached to the hydrogen, so single bond, that is sigma, it is also sigma. Fine. How many sigma bonds are present? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 sigma bonds are present. 10 sigma bonds are present. How many pi bonds are present? Here no pi bond. 1, 2, 3. Totally. So 3 pi bonds are present. 3 pi bonds are present. Now what are the hybridizations of at each carbon atom? This carbon is surrounded by 4 single bonds. If 4 single bonds are present, what is the hybridization? Okay, the hybridization is here sp3 because all 4 are single bonds. This carbon is surrounded by 1 single bond, 1 triple bond. This is single bond, this is triple bond. If the carbon is surrounded by 1 single bond, triple bond, what is the hybridization? sp hybridization. This is sp hybridization. This carbon is also surrounded by triple bond, single bond. So this is also under which hybridization? sp hybridization. Now this carbon is surrounded by 2 single bonds, 1 double bond. If the carbon is surrounded by 2 single bonds, 1 double bond, what is the hybridization of that one? Is sp2 hybridization. Which hybridization? sp2 hybridization. This carbon is surrounded by 1, 2. 2 are the single bonds, 1 is double bond. 2 are single bonds, 1 double bond. What is hybridization? Here that is also sp2 hybridization. Like that, so we can predict the hybridization of a carbon atom, especially in organic molecules like this. They may ask the question how many sigma bonds or how many pi bonds and what is the hybridization of so and so carbon atom, like that. Just you can simply remember around the carbon atom all 4 are single bonds. The hybridization of the carbon atom is sp3. Around the carbon atom 2 are the single bonds, 1 is a double bond, sp2. Around the carbon atom single bond and 1 is triple bond is present. What is the hybridization? sp hybridization. So this is about the another important example to find out the number of sigma bonds, number of pi bonds, and how we can predict the sp3 or sp2 and sp hybridization in organic molecules. Thank you.